It is a very unpleasant state when a person constantly experiences obsessive thoughts about a particular girl or woman. Let us immediately distinguish between the different types of what scientists call post-suffering. The first type is acute open suffering. This is when you are in the active phase. You think about her constantly. You can't focus on anything else. Your world shrinks down to this specific woman, and you cannot do anything about it. You sit, think, sleep, get angry. You are trapped. The second type is chronic suffering in what could be called the autosuggestive phase. This is when you keep coming back to memories of her during the day, but without strong emotions. You sit drinking tea and think, I drank from this cup with her. You watch a movie and think, I sat in these seats with her. The third type of suffering is the most dangerous, subconscious suffering. This happens when, at the conscious level, you think you've already freed yourself from the emotional dependence on a woman, but one thing has not happened. I'll tell you now, and you will understand how to know if you are still subconsciously suffering. There is a particular woman with whom many things in your mind are still connected, but you don't notice it. Your attractiveness is low, your contact with other women is rare and of low quality. If everything is relatively fine in other areas of your life, like money, but you still feel like a victim of circumstances, that is a sign. When a woman leaves us, we emit signals, even through smell and body language, that show we are still in an active phase of suffering. Women around us say, he's boring, no fire in him. Until you stop the process of painful dependence on the other person, new people are not allowed into your life. You are broadcasting to the world that you are still not over it. This also affects money because your lack of emotional lightness translates into lower tension of life, a term I use to describe vitality. Why is male heartbreak usually much harder than female heartbreak? Because for men, their woman is a projection of the most important person in the world, their mother. For women, their father is the second most important person, but not the main one. When a woman leaves us, what do we actually feel? To understand this, we need to understand what we receive from our mother and what we expect from her. From our mother, we receive everything, life itself, and all that life contains. When a woman leaves us, and I mean the one we love, the one we are emotionally attached to, we lose a sense of recognition. Recognition not in the sense of praise, but in the sense of feedback from the world. When I cry, mom comes. When I laugh, mom smiles. When a woman leaves, by projecting her as our mother, we lose connection with reality. It feels like we become invisible to society, to the world. This is what I meant when I said that if you have not truly gone to the breakup, you become a sort of social invisible man. You seem to live, but even if you want to attract someone, it doesn't work. You become kind of gray. No, not even gray, more like invisible, a permanent invisibility cloak. What else do we receive from our mother? Through this projection, we feel that we have lost it, although in reality we have not. But this feeling begins to program us, and eventually it manifests in real life. Of course, we lose the taste for life. Truly, when the woman you love leaves, everything becomes not just meaningless, everything becomes gray, dark, empty. You keep running over the same little word in your head, endlessly replaying dialogues, imagining alternative scenarios. What could have gone differently? Who was right? Could I have fixed it? That is all you think about. For us, the mother is associated with food, which means with life itself. For example, I always ate a lot and very deliciously. My Armenian mother cooked wonderfully. I never had the concept of first course, second course, dessert. If I wanted to eat, she made me a feast. Even if I wanted 2 pizzas at night, she baked them. This formed my taste for life. When a woman leaves, by projection, we feel as though we have been left without our mother's warm hands. A child who has been properly and lovingly fed by his mother has a strong grip on life. He clings and holds on. But when the woman leaves, we very quickly degrade emotionally, mentally, even sexually. You must understand, our brain works very primitively. It does not clearly distinguish between past associations and present reality. It reacts as if everything is happening right now. So when the woman leaves, it feels as though she never even existed. The first step that naturally suggests itself is to separate the projection of the mother from the real woman. How? Very simply by turning your attention to your actual mother, to the fact of her existence. Not in the sense of buying her flowers or saying compliments, although if you want to, there's nothing wrong with that, but simply to hold the thought, I have a mother, she exists. You can even materialize this, print a photo of her and put it on your desk. Just the fact of her existence helps you put things back in order. Because why do we project the image of the mother onto random women? Because we don't have our mother installed in our head. So when you meet a random woman, you love her as if she were your real mother, but she isn't, and she cannot give you what your mother could. That is why such relationships are doomed to emotional instability and drama. There are usually 3 scenarios. The woman leaves immediately, which is rare. The woman stays but takes on the role of being responsible and starts living next to a man she is constantly criticizing. Or the woman rebels, provokes, and escalates drama. So the first thing you must do is give your mother a place in your mind. This does not mean letting her control your life or teach you how to live. It simply means recognizing the fact of her existence. If possible, materialize this place physically, a photo or an object to anchor it. The second step to separate the mother projection from any woman is through simple verbalization. Go somewhere quiet where no one will disturb you. Imagine your mother in your left hand, your girlfriend in your right hand, as if they are standing on your palms. Then say, my mother is my mother. My girlfriend is my girlfriend. I am grateful to each of them for the unique experience they bring me. I recognize that they are not connected to one another. My relationship with my mother remains separate. My relationship with my girlfriend remains separate. You will know you are choosing the right words when you feel a sense of liberation, a fresh breeze of change, as if something is realigning inside you. As soon as you begin putting things in their proper place, your attention shifts slightly back to your mother. Your emotional relationship with her becomes healthier, and this reduces the internal problem. At the end, I recommend a simple ritual, not magic, but a physical demonstration of inner change. Place your left hand, the one holding your mother, on your chest, symbolically placing her inside you forever. No matter who you are, what happens, your mother gave you life. Your right hand, the one holding the girlfriend, stays extended outward, not thrown away, but not placed inside either, because the girlfriend may come, may go, may become a wife, may become a friend, but the mother is always the mother. Do you have to communicate with your mother to give her a place in your life? No. It is not about contact or friendship. It is simply about recognizing her existence. But beyond the mother projection issue, there is another aspect affecting how we feel after a breakup, loss of status and dominance. Our biochemistry is very different from women's. For women, the mechanism of love and attachment is mostly oxytocin-based. For men, oxytocin is triggered simply by emotional connection. It doesn't even matter what kind of woman she is. If there is an emotional connection, the brain assumes this is for life. That's why when the relationship ends, the man experiences a drop in dominance and significance. To break the pattern, you must raise your dominance quickly. This will not solve everything, but it will break the loop. Examples: go and win a match in a video game. Lift heavy weights in the gym, hit a punching bag, compete in something, and succeed. You need to flood your system with dominance signals. That breaks the victim scenario. And finally, the shortest and easiest way to restore your normal sense of self-esteem is to once again win the respect of women, not necessarily the same woman. Show your system that you can rise again, that you can be even stronger than before. Of course, after heartbreak, you will have high levels of prolactin and estradiol in your blood, the so-called pity hormones. That is why it feels so natural to wallow in self-pity. But if you focus on action, self-development, physical training, work life will begin to heat up again. I know from experience. After my breakup, I started working on myself, went to the gym, started new projects, and very quickly my life was surrounded by new opportunities, new energy, and yes, more money. That's how it works. I guarantee it 100%.